Well, hello guys, it's Lee. Another day, another mower. I got this one right here. Now this is kind of upper end, a little fancy. This has got an electric lift on the deck. It is a Sears Craftsman 54-inch deck, 27 horsepower. I've had several of these over the years, but not like this. I've had maybe one like this, but this has got, and I'll show it to you, but it's got a electric motor underneath that lifts and lowers the deck. And if you chose to buy a sleeve hitch or a hitch attachment for it, the electric lift would also operate that. Got that trailer for free. You know, gonna need tires, but I think it'll clean up fine. But let's pull this off the trailer. It's a 2008 Craftsman Professional. What else? Let's just take a look at it on the trailer. Now, this is exactly how I got it. I just got home. You know, the tires are low, but it's been sitting for a while. I tell you, this front bar right there on the deck needs tightening up to lift it up. No big deal there. I drove it around those people's yard a little bit, and it seemed to work pretty fine. I jumped on it because it was a good deal. You know, I'm always after a good deal, and this is it. So this button right there, can you see it? That's your electric lift, right? Well, you can't. All right, that's your electric lift button right there. So notice it doesn't have the handle that sticks up right here that, you know, lifts the deck up and down. Doesn't have that because of that. You know, the dash is a little bit nicer. Like, this is glass, hour meter, and amp meter. You know, most of them got the plastic film where you can't see it good. You know, a little slider on the seat. It's hydro. It's got the bumper. Of course, let's see. If I can get this open. Yeah, it's pretty clean in here. It's got 300 and something hours, but it's a 2008. Well, that's low hours. My zero turns a 2008, and it's got close to 700. And it still does fine. So this is I think a good machine. Let's see. Oh, so in this bar right here on the deck, man, that's the best thing ever made, because you can loosen that up, change your belts. Very easy, very easy. Take the tension off of it. You know, it's just so clean. Oh, so when I was looking at it, I noticed a little bit of oil right here. But this thing right here, I've done videos on this before, but this got a little nut back here, and it was just loose. I mean, I could turn it with my hand. So I hand tightened it, but I'll get a wrench after it and tighten it down. That's the only place that it was coming from. So I think we're good there. I mean, 54-inch deck. I'm gonna get it off the trailer and take a look at it. So anyway, there it is. You saw the electric. See, that's the main thing about this. That's the big deal. You can kind of hear it going up and down. So that's the main thing about it. It's just a good tractor. I I'm gonna get a wrench and just tighten up. So let me show you. So this is something you need to look for. A lot of these motors, engines, use this oil drain plug. And if you got one, you just need to look at it because they vibrate loose evidently. So let me get real close and show you. All right, so the oil drain plug, this is pretty standard on a lot of engines. This right here, but the problem is back here on the back. Let's see if I can zoom in. See, there's a little nut, and I tightened it up by my hand because the whole thing was moving earlier. But I'm gonna get channel locks on it or something and just kind of snug it up, because you see that little bit of oil? It came from that. So just be aware of that. But I got out there and drove it around, turned the blades on, everything sounds good. I'll raise the front end of the deck up. I don't know if you can tell, but it's low. So that front bar needs to be tightened up on the front end. And I've even put spacers in up there so it'll tighten up even further. So that's something I'll work on, not today. And then I'll get some channel locks on that and tighten it up real good on the oil drain plug. That's all I know that's wrong. So that's the, so I just picked that up in Nashville Sunday afternoon, left church, came home, changed clothes and went and got that. You know, the trailer's free, tires are trash. So I don't even know if it's worth putting tires on. Because, you know, it probably is to sell it. Because I got trailers, I don't know that I'd keep that. But anyway, that is the quick video on this. 27 horsepower, 54-inch deck, Craftsman Professional. It's a 2008. If you've never seen this before, I'm gonna show you. This tractor was on the assembly line. If I can get it to focus for you. 8/28 of 2008. Focus, there it is, 8/28. That's the date code, so it's a 2008. So if you got one, let me know how that electric lift holds up. Evidently it's a 2008, so it's been over 10 years, well over 10 years, so it must hold up pretty well. Now look, I think, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, or if somebody has one, I'd like to know about it, but in doing research on this, there is a 30 horsepower Craftsman. It looks just like it, but it's got power steering. And when I first looked at this, that's what I thought it was, but it's not. So anyway, if I could find one with power steering like that, man, that'd be great. If you like these kind of videos, subscribe to my channel. Little bonus footage here. Just thought I'd show you this. All right, focus right there. See, I ain't even hardly turning on that. Look how easy it's turning. I need two hands to do it, but look. Happens all the time, so check yours, make sure it's not that loose, but I'm gonna tighten her down. All right. So I guess the video goes on, but I found this spacer. I just had it in one of my junk drawers, and let me show you what I'm doing with it. And I wish I would have showed you this earlier, but all right, hang on. So this is the nut that was on there, and it just goes up to here. I lifted these up. I put some firewood under this deck to raise it up, to loosen everything up. But see, that nut, the nut I had was all, I'm trying to zoom in, was all to the end of the threads, and it still wasn't high enough. Now right now it's high enough. It was already to the threads and it wouldn't go anymore, so I couldn't tighten it anymore. Well, so what I'm gonna do, put that on there and then tighten the nut. And that'll give me plenty. And that'll, you know. So, and it's got a jam nut over here too. That's a jam nut right there that'll go on the end, but that will give me plenty of leverage to raise that deck up like it is. And that's what needs to happen with it. All right, so that's a quick tip. Okay, so that's the final product. So you see what I'm doing. Put a space in there so that nut, so I could pull that up. See, that deck is probably where it ought to be at now. This isn't the first time I've done that. I've used sockets, old sockets that would fit over there as a spacer and just different things. But I can back that off if it's too high. But anyway, so that is a tip on these mowers. I'm just looking at it from here. That looks more normal. Before, man, it was just way down. So check if you think your deck is too low to the ground, that is an adjustment. So I think the backside was fine. So, but I can still raise it with over there if I need to. Anyway, I'm out. Subscribe to my channel, like this video. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I'm at 900 and something, so I'm not far from it. All right, bye.